Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to a brand new save and a brand new game. Football Manager 2017 is here. We've got the beta 2 weeks early. We're going to do a special beta save, and that is with my beloved club. I'm touching the badge, but that's not Liverpool. Is Liverpool, and we're going to do a couple of seasons. Hopefully we get a couple of seasons done before the full game release. I'm still keeping that quiet as to what the full game release will be, but this is the Liverpool save. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see if we can win the league, because, well, many of you know we haven't done that for a while. So if you're looking forward to this series, please do hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and run the intro. I was going to say run the intro. I haven't quite finished the intro, so I may not have time to finish the intro in time for the episode to go up. So I may look stupid here, or there might be a nice intro, or I might just have to make up music because I might get copyrighted otherwise. But run the sort of maybe intro. Okay. Right, boys, here we go. Here we are. Football Manager 2017. What I'm going to do, because with all the little new features and stuff, what I want to do is just sort of discover them as we go, rather than sort of go searching for them and talk about them. I'm thinking we just start playing the game, and as they come up, we'll talk about the new features and if we like them, and any new fixes to the bugs, like the goalkeepers, the free assisting fullbacks that get 30 assists a season. We're going to see how that's done. So here is Liverpool, my beloved team. The good thing is, we got £40 million to spend. We got a load of money to spend in wages. Plus, we only have to get Europa League football. So it's a really good club to start with. It's often difficult to get going with a new version of Football Manager. So it's actually quite a nice one, because this should be pretty doable, even for me, right? Many of you know, if you're new here, if you've come here for a tactical masterclass on how to play Football Manager, you're probably in the wrong place. You might want to go somewhere else. This is a relaxing, fun, random, rambling, ranting series where we just enjoy the game and get on with it. So, talking of getting on with it, I've waffled enough. I've done all my transfers. We've got the first game of the season, which is up against the champions Leicester, away from home. Let's look at our transfers. So, the outs. Let's go with the outs first. So we got rid of a couple of rubbish youth players. We've also loaned out a bunch of players like Chiravella, who looks like a good talent's coming through. They've all gone on loan. Shea Ojo's gone to Ipswich for the season. Thiago Iori's gone to Hull for the season. I tried to sell him because he's never going to make it, but nobody wanted him. So I thought I'd get him game time, playing for Hull. Conor Randall, another good player. Lots of players out on loan. The only big player we sold is Alberto Moreno. Now, if you're a Liverpool fan, or probably if you're any fan of any team or any football whatsoever, you know we don't like Moreno much. In the game, he's still a decent player. To be fair, in the game, I could quite happily use him. But because of my personal dislike for him in real life, we sold him. And we sold him to Wolfsburg for £15.5 million. He was valued at about 20, but they came in with a non-negotiable offer, and I wasn't going to mess about. So I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. We replaced him with one of the players we were linked with. We did a kind of swap deal with Wolfsburg, really. We bought in Ricardo Rodriguez, a superb left-sided back. That's not a thing. Left back, 23 years old, so still going to improve. 41 caps already, so he's really got a load of experience. His crossing is amazing. He's also our best free kick taker. He's our best corner taker. He's our best penalty taker. I didn't let him do all those things because that's just unfair to the rest of the team. But really good mentals, really good physicals, really good technicals, just a very good player. He had a release clause of 26 million. They didn't want anything less, so he just went in. If we take away the Moreno deal, he cost us 10 million. And I think that's a decent upgrade, just for my personal hatred of Moreno more than anything. So that's left back fixed, right? The next big signing was a goalkeeper. Now, we do have Mignolet and Karius, both of which are decent-ish goalkeepers. But again, not a big fan of Mignolet. Karius is a decent player, a bit younger. And Timo Horn, if you can get him early on, is a really good pickup in the game. As you can see, he's valued at 14.75 million. I picked him up for 7.75 million because that's his release clause. So if you need a goalkeeper and you've got the money in the Premiership, then that is a great start to go for. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. Again, only 23 years old. So the idea is that he is going to compete with Karius for that number one spot. They're both very similar, although Timo Horn's got a bit more potential, I think. Mignolet, much like all other FMs, sometimes it's impossible to sell people. This is Simon Mignolet. He's not the worst keeper in the world, is he? 15 million. I've offered him out for 0. Literally can't give him away. And so he's still at the club. I'm hoping I can get a loan deal sorted, perhaps get a transfer at some stage near the end of the window. But that's going to be the ongoing saga. I'm going to move him in the under-23s just so it's more clear. So that was our 2 big transfers for the first team, but we've picked up a couple of absolute gems. Now, this is really good for you guys if you want to look into picking up some of these new players, is that we got Ryan Sessegnon from Fulham. A few of you may have heard of him, young English player, and Reece Nelson from Arsenal, both of which I picked up on they're on youth contracts, so I poached them, and this is the compensation fee. It's nothing. Let's have a look at how good these 2 kids are. Reece Nelson is a 16-year-old English player, valued at 900k, 5-star possible potential, decent pace. Look, for 16 years old, this guy is absolutely immense. He can play on both sides. He can even play up front. His finishing's okay. Composure's 11. First touch is 12. He's a decent striker. So this guy could be something special. I'm 100% going to try and poach him again when the real game comes out, if I can, because I think this guy could be something special. And he's not as good as the other one. Ryan Sessegnon looks an absolute monstrous beast. My scouts say 4.5 star. They say less potential, but I think this guy's amazing. 16 years old, 15 pace, 17 stamina, 13 balance, agility's good, crossing's good, dribbling's good, tackling only 10, so he needs to work on his defensive duties as a left back, because that's where I'm going to play him. You probably could actually play him further up, but I'm actually going to try and have him as an attacking fullback option. And he's already good enough to be my backup left back at 16 years old. That's how ridiculously good this kid is. And like I said, compensation was all that was required. 2 absolute gems. In this series, we might not get to see their full potential because we're only going to play a season or 2. But what a couple of players these guys are. These are going to be on my... I'm going to do some shortlist videos for Wonderkids and stuff like that. And these 2 are definitely going to be on them. Right. Let's have a look at pre-season. I let the computer take control of that. Let my assistant do it all. We're undefeated. A nice couple of wins there. 8-0 against the Tampines. But let's have a look at our sort of starts. We've got Leicester first game, tricky, and then we're home to Man City in the second game, and then we've got a relatively easy League Cup game, and then Southampton, Arsenal, Stoke. Okay, and then we've got a good run up to Man United of not easy winnables, but we should win those games, I think. So let's build our first team. So we've got a few injuries, a few players coming back from injuries as well, which is a little bit annoying. So we're going to go through our team as we talk. So we've got Timo Horn and Karius, both really good goalkeepers. I'm going to start... Oh, not with the injured player. But I'm going to put Karius... I would always suggest putting your reserve keeper in the under-23s just to give him some game time, keep his fitness up, keep him improving. So our defensive guys are pretty solid. There's an obvious best 2 partnership, which is basically Sacco and Matip. No, I didn't mean Sacco, did I? I meant Dejan Lovren, or my preferred, and I like Matip. We could go Sacco as well, couldn't we? Do we go Sacco? We've got 3 really good ones. Basically, what I'm trying to say. 3 really good ones. We've got Ragnar Klavan, who's a decent backup, 30 years old, so he's not really improving, but he can also play left back if needed, if we need a more solid defensive left back if we're winning a game or something like that. That's good. I'm going to go, obviously, Sacco's just back from injury, so we're going to go Matip and Dejan Lovren. I think that's a very, very solid centre-back partnership. Nathaniel Klein, because it's Nathaniel Klein, is about as solid a choice as you could ever get in the Premiership. He's never going to go wrong. He's decent at everything without being amazing. And obviously the new signing, Ricardo Rodriguez, going straight in the team. Now, back up to Nathaniel Klein was a slight issue, but Joe Gomez is a decent fullback. He's a decent all-rounder, so we can use him. We've also got James Milner, because as we know now, he can literally play everywhere. So he can fill in at right back as well. It's maybe something we look at in the January transfer window. We've got about £15 million to spend. So that's I probably need to show you the tactics, shouldn't I? Probably should do it this window first. So the board requested that I play young players, recruit young players, play attacking football, play possession football. So they want attacking football. We're giving them attacking football. We're playing like a 4-2-4 formation, attacking, very basic instructions, which is just play out of defence, retain possession, and close down a little bit more. Nothing crazy, keep it simple. We're not very familiar with the tactic, unfortunately. There's a nice new graphic for the familiarity for some reason. We're just learning it, so it's not fantastic, but hopefully if we use it for the first 2 or 3 games, we should be fine. So we're going to play with a very basic flat back 4, nothing too exceptional there. And then we go on to the central midfield partnership. Now, in our central midfield, we have Lucas Leiva, who's our sort of backup defensive midfielder. We've got Jordan Henderson, who's a good all-rounder. Marco Grujic, who's the youngster that's coming through. He's a little bit underrated in this game. I think he's going to be a superstar, this kid, in real life. He'll probably be in and about the team, more of a backup player. In fact, I'm going to make him available for the reserve teams for full 90 because I don't think he's going to get a massive amount of game time. We've got Emre Can, however you want to pronounce it, as very, very good, solid play. He can play defensive midfield, he can play playmaker. Then we've got Gini Wijnaldum, who we now know apparently is a central midfielder. I didn't know that until he came to Liverpool, but apparently he is. And likes playing as a deep line playmaker or advanced playmaker. And then we've got a bunch of other players who can fill in if needed. Lallana can play there perfectly fine. We've got Firmino who can even play... no, he can't play there. Coutinho, I know, can play central midfield at a push. But we only have 2 central spots. So I'm going to go with Jordan Henderson and Emre Can first as our solid partnership, I think. We'll work out the roles later. Next up on the tactics board, we've got... I know it's weird that I flick back. That's just my personal preference. I prefer picking from the other screen. We'll do it for this side. So, on the right-hand side, we've got a winger on attack, and that is built purely for Sadio Mane. We know how dangerous he's been in real life. We want him to stretch the play. We want him to pull defenders across. And that's where he lives. That's where he's going to live the entire season. I'm going to play him only as that role. On the left, however... we've got an interesting decision. I wanted to sort of play somebody that might switch a little bit around, drop in deeper into this hole a little bit more. An advanced playmaker, Coutinho, on the left, likes to cut inside, have a shot. He can do that all day from that advanced playmaker decision. He loves that position, so we go from there. Next up, we've got the poacher arm. I wanted to play 2 up top with this formation. It is subject to change, but I wanted to try it because we've got some decent players. We've got Daniel Sturridge, we've got Firmino plays up there, Divock Origi, Danny Ings, Sadio Mane can even play up there. So we've got a decent amount of strikers, so I didn't want to lose out by just playing 1. So we're going to play Daniel Sturridge at the top, and then we're going to play Roberto Firmino in a false 9 role. So it's almost attacking midfield at this point. It might eventually go to that if we decide, but I want to try this out. Attacking, as I said, fluid shape. I want everybody to have some good movement about. I want the defensive, the 2 central midfielders to be the rock. They're not going to go too far. At first, I did have them both on defence, but I thought, okay, Henderson, you can go on deep line playmaker. I don't know which way round they would be better. They're so similar. They're both like perfectly good all-rounders. So we'll leave them as that. We'll go Henderson as the deep line playmaker for the time being because he does want to be Gerrard, doesn't he? So, and then we'll just pick our bench. So we need a centre-back, which will be Klavan, because Sakho's still not fit. Yeah, we'll keep him off the bench for the time being in case he has to play like a number of minutes. We have Joe Gomez, who's a good filler for any position at that back line. We need a central midfielder. Unfortunately, Lucas Leiva is injured still, so we're going to go with Gini Wijnaldum. And James Milner's going in the team because he can play anywhere, so that's a perfect player to have on the bench. I don't see him getting a massive amount of starts this season. And then we're going to go Lallana. We're going to go for... I would like to get at least one of these youngsters on the bench at all times. That would be quite nice. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to gamble a little bit. We're going to go Reece Nelson on the bench and then Divock Origi as our main backup striker. I think that's a nice little team. Danny Ings is going to struggle to get in the squad a little bit, I think. I do like Danny Ings in this game. I really do. We'll see how it goes. Daniel Sturridge is going to get injured anyway, isn't he? So we don't have to worry about that soon enough. Okay. We've fixed all our tactics. We've done all the captains and set pieces and stuff. I didn't change too much about. I didn't want to sort of go crazy with it. And I think we're ready for our first game against the champions. Right. Let's do this. Leicester. Bring it on. I have played, because I streamed some Norwich. If I do some streaming on YouTube now, so if you want to check that out, please do. I uploaded it. It's like 3.5 hours if you want to sit through that. But so I have played a little bit of Football Manager so far, and it does look a lot prettier. Not immediately when you look, but the animations, the way the players move is much better. This is our scout report. We'll have a look at those later. We're not really looking to purchase any more players. I kind of want to save that money for the January transfer window. Obviously, another massive feature of the new game is the social media feed. And I like this because I don't care about it. I know that sounds funny, but what this basically does is it separates all the fluff pieces, all the unimportant, interesting pieces from your inbox and moves them onto a social feed. Like, I'm about to make my managerial debut. I know that. I'm me, right? I did look like the guy from Breaking Bad, though. So, but then also adds things like fun stuff like tweets from random people. Like Luther O'Neill says, sure, a damaged heel. Hashtag Sacco. Hashtag El Pool. It's a nice fluff piece, and I'm sure for some people they'll find quite interesting. And we'll take a look at it from time to time. But like I said, the good thing for me is it's out of the way now. It's over there. Exeter want Harry Maguire. Yeah, he's not very good. You can have him. Right. Right, Leicester. My dogs are going nuts outside. Right, homegrown player update, fitness test. I like this as well. I like the way they've added graphics for stuff. So Loris Karius and Grujic could play. They're capable, but a bit of a risk. 60 minutes for these guys. I think that's a really nice way of doing it. Just add a bit more graphics. It makes it easier to read. Less just heavy text, because that's the problem the game gets into, is too much text. They're playing a standard 4-4-2 formation. I think we're ready to go. I'm kind of just nervous about kicking off. It's like when you spend 3 hours setting up a game and then you lose the first game 4-0 and you're just like, for fuck's sake. Okay, Joel Matip's not fully fit, but we've got backup on the bench, so it's not a problem. Teams are warming up. We get a little intro screeners now. This is amazing, this feature. You're going to be blown away. It takes longer loading now, though. That's the problem. Leicester aren't a bad side. I think it'll be close. But we're slight favourites for this game. Jamie Vardy's their key man. You're about to take charge of your first match as Liverpool manager. Can you sum up your feelings on an occasion like this? It's a special day. I can't wait to get started in this wonderful job. I don't know why I've got an accent. How much of a boost is Robert Hooks? I'm focused on what we can do, yeah? You've left Mamadou Sakho out. Is that due to a recent injury problem? Absolutely. Okay, so they've got Slimani and Vardy up front. Mahrez, Albrighton, King, Drinkwater. Pretty much similar to last season, just with their couple of extra additions. I'm hoping the trickery and pace of the Sturridge-Firmino combination will tire Wes Morgan out, because he's a big lump. I'm not going to use any opposition instructions. Should we say this one's for the fans? I find that never works, Mr. Assistant Man. So we're going to go with... there's a lot more to come from you, even though I've never seen them play. But I think there's a lot more to come from you. Right, lots of green. We're going to immediately... Here we go. Look at that. They're walking out. How many times are you going to watch this before you then just turn it off or just keep hitting the skip button? Right, so let's check our match feed settings, because I hate all this advice shit that comes through, because most of it is absolute bullshit advice. Important scores, no. League position changes, no. Substitutions, and then we'll check our camera angles. We'll have replays on, key highlights, director camera. Oh, we've got sounds on. Have we got sounds on? Wait. Oh, sound! Let me know what you think of the sound, guys, because I'll leave it in for this first episode, but please, in the comments, let me know if you just want me to get rid of that shit. It's slightly better. As you'll see, one of the new things is it shows the fitness, match fitness and match sharpness of each of the players that's got the ball, which I quite like. Mane's injured. Is that a gashed head? Oh, gashed head. Get on. Right. I just told you to keep him on. Right, here we go. First proper highlight of the series. Roberto Firmino charging down this right-hand side. He's drifted out. He's beaten his man. Couldn't beat the second one. You can sort of see with the animations, it just looks a little bit more fluid, doesn't it? Slimani. Inside to Vardy. He's got players to beat, and he's beaten them all. Vardy plays it wide. That's right. That's good. That's good. I don't like the way both defenders went to him then. It's like, one cover. You go tackle him. I'll cover you. I've ordered a new green screen, by the way, because I don't know if I've got it quite good today, but generally it's fucking awful. It's like a piece of crinkled up newspaper, and you can't iron it or anything. It's bizarre the way they sell them. Right, that's a good tackle. Go on, Emre. Ball over the top to Sturridge. Takes it down well. Little jump over the man. He's got a lot of work to do. He needs support. Plays it simple to Henderson. Oh, it's a sliding tackle and a half from all Brighton. This could be the break. This is the danger with Leicester. We know this, but Klein's cut it out well. We know that's the danger with Leicester. Firmino, another good sliding tackle. The tackling seems a little bit better, and it seems a little bit more solid and feels like they're actually making contact, which is nice. Right, Coutinho, first touch for him. Out to Rodriguez on his debut. Can he make a difference today? Coutinho. Back to Rodriguez. They're linking up already. It's good to see. Ball in. Yes! Sturridge on his... I was going to say on his debut. That's not at all. Rodriguez on his debut gets an assist for Sturridge. And amazingly, it wasn't a far post headed goal. Or volleyed goal. Because that's what happened every goal last year. Fires it into the near post. Sturridge. First time ball. 1-0. Half an hour gone. Pretty even game otherwise. But we've got a free kick. Firmino's there. That's poor. Right. Plenty of time, Hendo. Just chill. Oh, I like it. I like it. King heads it away. Could we get a break? Mahrez on it. He's a danger man. Okay, he used to be a danger man. Okay, maybe he's a danger man again. Oh, he is a danger man. Right. Let's see if we spot a horrific back pass. You know, that happened way too much in last year's game. So we'll see if we get any horrific back passes. Vardy's turned his man again. That is a great tackle from Lovren, but it's gone to O'Brien. He's flicked it in. Oh, defended really well there. Beautiful, boys. Christian Fuchs. Right, Mane. I thought he dyed his hair blonde, but then I just realised he's got a bandage on his head, didn't he? That's why. That's why. Right, good header away. Leicester are providing a bit of a threat here. Oh, that's awful. That's awful bit of defending. There was nobody in the middle. Look at this. They don't. Oh, who's this? Matip has just gone to close King down and just left a massive hole behind him. Jesus Christ! And he was never going to get there. Okay, Rodriguez with this throw on the left-hand side. Coutinho picks it up. Sturridge turns. Henderson. Lovely. Mane hits the post. Oh. Good. Almost instant reply there. Right, 1-1 half-time against champions. It's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Mane's not had the best of game. He might be a bit concussed, to be fair, but you know, he's going to have to deal with it. I think we do take it. Do we take him off? No, we're going to go on with again. I'm not saying this is for the fans. Keep it up. I think that was a decent half. First half new formation that we're totally unfamiliar with. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Against the champions. I don't think they're going to retain it this year in real life, are they, boys? Firmino. Lovely ball through. Mane. Too much time, mate. Too much time. Boo, boo, boo. Right, here we go, boys. This is going to be our second goal, the winning goal. Mane to Coutinho with lots of space. If he can just find a pass, Sturridge. I want to keep an eye on Firmino because he's this false 9 position that we're trying out as part of a 2. And I want to see if he's getting involved enough. Henderson. This is a lovely bit of build-up. Firmino, first time ball to Mane. Mane cuts inside. Can he ping one with his left foot? That's what ooh, it's a decent save from Schmeichel. That's what I like to see. Nice bit of passing build-up. So if you've played the game, guys, let me know what you think so far. Are you enjoying it? Or do you not plan on getting it? Or are you just waiting for the full release? I'd love to know your thoughts. I really like it so far. Like, I would never tell somebody to go and buy it because I've literally played it for a day. I think at the end of the beta period we'll have a better idea of how good this game is, because there might be lots of little weird shit that happens that we haven't spotted yet. Right, so we're 70th minute round. We're 1-1. We need someone to come on, break the deadlock. Lallana's not really a natural winger, is he? But I don't really want to play James Milner. What about Ronaldo? We know he can do a job. He's got decent crossing, hasn't he? 12 crossing. Okay, no, we're going to go for that. I'm going to gamble. And Ragnar Klavan's going to come on for Matip, who's not had the best of games. And he's also not quite match fit. So, and we'll save the last sub in case we have any more injuries. If we can sneak a winner. We deserve to sneak a winner. We've been playing really well in the second half. Got a bit of the possession lead. Few too many long shots. 7 long shots is too many. Right. Do we do this? Do Reece Nelson? No, that'd be crazy. I'm going to go for Divock Origi as a false 9. He's fine at that. Last 5 minutes just to see if we can get one more highlight out of you. One more highlight, people. Yeah, so I'd love to know your thoughts so far in the comments, especially if you've spotted any big bugs or any problems with the game or stuff that's not been fixed. Let me know in the comments, because that'd be really interesting to see. And also little cool features that I haven't spotted. Right, there we go, guys. 1-1 it was. I'm okay with that. The performance... I don't think that's true, Mr. Assistant Man. I'm going to say unlucky, boys. It just wasn't our day, because we created lots of chances. So, this stats button is weird. I don't like the way it sticks out. I know it's petty. He's injured. How long is he out for? Okay, 6 days is fine. Rodriguez makes his debut and he gets an assist. Everybody's loving life. Finances are good. Got 13 million to spend. Got 98 million pounds in the bank. So if we're doing alright in January, we might ask for more money. I might. They've got money in the bank, so should we ask for them to improve the training facilities? Alright. I know I haven't been there very long, but I was just asking, yeah? No, I'm asking. Okay, fine. How is that an answer to the question? Right. So yeah. So we need... I suppose Jimmy Milner's the next best winger, isn't he, really? He's just not quite got the pace. There you go, guys. I think we're going to end the first episode there with our first win. We will come back next episode directly for the Man City and Wickham games, because we might have another transfer. We might have got rid of Mignolet. Who fucking knows? Anybody want him? In the comments, if you want to buy Mignolet, you can have him for free. You do have to pay him about £40,000 a week wages, but you can get him to do your garden, your washing up, wash the car, redecorate, whatever you like, at only £50,000 a week. Let me know in the comments. Give me your best offer. I'm desperate to palm him off. Nobody wants him. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. I'm really looking forward to lots of big plans. This is going to be a fun mini save, this Liverpool save. We're going to try out a few different things, and if you're enjoying it, please do hit that like button. It really helps people like me, our small channels, get discovered on YouTube and improve our rankings and all that. So and this goes for any content creators you enjoy, go and hit the like button, because that really does help us out. So thank you very much for that. Big plans for the main game, though. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I've got a very big plan in my head, and it's I think it's going to be a lot of fun, something a bit different. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. I'm doing the saluting thing again. I love you all very much. Bye-bye. I'm trying to sit normal, but I have to stretch to get my keyboard. Looks normal, doesn't it?